Hey, what's up, Faithbox? Welcome back to Everyday Faith. Today we have a devotional from you, and it's really inspiring, but then also challenging and encouraging. So we're going to jump right into it. It comes from the book of Galatians. The Apostle Paul wrote this in chapter 5, verse 1, and he says, "So Christ has truly set us free. Now make sure that you stay free and don't get tied up again in slavery to the law." Now, of course, this is him talking about the old covenant law versus the new covenant found in Jesus to love one another. And he's speaking that, but the principle applies to money and finances as well. And so here's what the devotional says. It says, "As Christ gives you freedom from greed, materialism, and debt, do your best to walk wholeheartedly in that freedom by not falling back into those financial trappings. If you've been enslaved by money at any point in your life, then you understand how difficult it can be to get out from it. But the freedom Christ offers is one that opens the doors of opportunity, experience, and joy in your life. Walking in financial freedom gives you peace of mind in spending, saving, and giving. When you live in freedom, it gives you confidence that you are walking the right path and doing things in a way that honors God, yourself, and those who depend on you. That being said, just because you are experiencing freedom now does not guarantee you will remain financially free. As with most good things in life, you have to continue making wise decisions and practicing the disciplines that have helped you get this far." It's such a simple and good devotion. You know, once you find freedom, you don't want to go back to slavery. You don't want to go back to bondage. Yet financially, this is a habit that a lot of people have, unfortunately. They find themselves free of debt, or they pay off something or get out of it, only to get kind of trapped or sucked back into another line of debt, or, you know, just a bad financial decision. And again, it's not like a judgment, because as I've shared many times, that was my story. That was my experience. You know, I had paid off debt in my early 20s, and then mid to late 20s had racked up $30,000 of debt after having no debt, you know, in an 18, 20-month period of time. So, I mean, it can happen like that, and it can happen quickly. But since that time, since we've paid off our debt, which was completely the last payment we made on anything that we owed, was in the spring, I want to say like March or maybe April of 2016. So coming up on 3 years now. And since we've experienced that freedom, since we've found that freedom, it's taking a lot of wisdom, it's taking a lot of tough decisions and sacrifices in order to make sure that we're not falling back into it. You know, we've paid off our car, and so we decided, okay, well, we're not going to get another car loan. We're not going to, you know, just go get one because we can, or because our car is old. We're going to continue to drive our car. You know, we sold a house, we bought furniture, we've purchased clothing, we've taken vacations, but we've done so in a budgeted and disciplined manner, because the most important thing to us financially is our freedom. And we don't want to get sucked back into because some good credit card deal or airline miles, or, you know, this car is better on this or whatever. We didn't want to get caught up in that again. So we've determined that we're going to stay financially free through discipline, through sound decision making, and through the steps and the practices that God teaches and God has encouraged us. And we've taken this scripture to heart in our own lives financially. So I hope you'll do the same. If you have any question about anything, just like always, you can comment them, or you can email them to ricky@faithbox.com, and I'll be happy to help out however I can. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.